Good morning. So if you're anything like me, you struggle to get out of bed on a morning, particularly in winter. And so this morning session is all about just easing in slowly. We're not pushing anything here, our muscles are stiff, our body creates fascia overnight, kind of a sticky texture that links our muscles and bones together, and this builds up when we are static. So it's really important on a morning practice that we ease that fascia, that sticky fascia away gently. And it can really make a difference in feeling more mobile and a little bit more looser. So don't push it is the main message today. Do focus on your breath, do focus on that exhale. We're going to begin in child's pose. I personally love the wide leg child's pose. You may prefer the knees together. It's completely up to you. But bring those big toes together. I like the space created here by wide legs. Bring your hands down and then pause there with your forearms on the mat. Gently easing in. You might want to rock your hips side to side, getting into those hip creases, those spaces. Focusing on that breath. Big inhales and exhales. Then you may want to create a pillow with your arms and rest your head down to deepen the posture. You may want to bring those arms fully forward, stretching out that upper back and shoulders. And again, you can continue that rock side to side. Just gently easing into those hips. In fact, we're going to get a little bit deeper into those shoulders. So bring your hands into prayer. Bring the thumbs to the base of your neck. And the more you press into your elbows, the deeper the stretch. So perhaps on the inhale, gentle press into the elbows. Exhale, ease off and let that chest come down. Inhale, press. Exhale, relax. One more time. Inhale, press. Exhale, relax. Bringing those hands down there. Walking those hands up. Spreading those fingers wide, making sure your middle finger's facing forwards. Ease off those hips. Bring your knees in alignment with your hips, creating a 4-point box with your knees and your hands. Tuck the toes here, press into those toes, enjoying that deep stretch into the soles of the feet. Bring your weight into the fleshy part beneath your thumbs. And the next exhale, bring your bottom back towards those heels. Breathe. Inhale, come up. Staying with your shoulders above your wrists, or for a deeper stretch, a slight lean forwards. Your back is flat. Draw your belly button to your spine so we have that good structure. Exhale, coming back again. Don't worry if your bottom doesn't reach. Inhale, coming forwards. Exhale, back. So just easing in. Inhale. Getting that movement gently. One more time. Exhale, pressing into the base of your hands. Inhale forwards, This time picking up those toes, give them a gentle tap on the mat. Return yourself back, bringing your bottom to your heels and rotate those wrists. If you get some cracks, that's quite nice. Just releasing that air and getting into that sticky fascia. Give them a bit of a shake. And then we're going to come into our seated posture to do our cat-cows here. It's quite nice to take the same pose as on all fours in a seated position, so we're not continually putting pressure in those hands, particularly early on a morning when your hands are pretty stiff. So whichever way you've crossed your legs, just bring the opposite leg forwards so we can create that balance in the hips. It's quite easy to always sit in the same way and become more dominant on one side. Roll your shoulders up to your ears, down your back 2-3 times. And then holding onto that front shin. Draw your shoulders back, hug your shoulder blades together, take your gaze up, lift your chest, inhale. Exhale, chin to your chest. Allow those shoulders to come forwards, curl your spine backwards, making a C shape. So much so that if you were to let go of the shin, you would fall backwards. Enjoying that upper back stretch. Inhale, stacking the vertebrae, lifting your spine up, lift your chest, lift your gaze. Exhale, chin to chest, curl that spine backwards. Breathe. Inhale, coming up. Shoulders back, gaze up. Exhaling down, chin to chest. Rolling that spine. Inhale, stacking the spine. Shoulders back, gazing up. And then coming back to neutral. So coming into the neck, we're going to drop that chin to the chest. Your spine is straight, your shoulders are down and back. Just allow gravity to take that head down. No pressure, no force. Just really focus on the exhale here. Breathing fully. Take that inhale and gaze up. And then we're going to take that left ear over to the left shoulder. Feel that deepen stretch down the right side. Take that gaze to the knee, to the left knee, and feel the stretch going further to the back of the neck. Breathing there. Inhale, take your gaze back to the horizon and either stay here or there's the option to take your right hand away from you, lengthening the arm, lengthening the fingertips. And you can feel the stretch right from that middle finger all the way up to your ear. Incorporate some movement so we can rotate the wrist one way and the other. Return that right hand back to your knee, and just before you bring that left ear up, I want you to just acknowledge where you are now, how far you are in this pose, because when we switch to the other side, you'll feel like you don't go anywhere. Inhale, taking that head up slowly, and let's go over to that right side, right ear to right shoulder. Didn't I tell you, it feels like you've hardly moved your head after going quite deeply over time on the left side. but just allow that right ear to draw itself to the right shoulder. Maintaining that breath. Take the gaze down to that right knee, noticing the deeper, different stretch. Take the gaze back to the horizon. An option to just exactly stay where you are, or take that left arm out to lengthen that stretch right from the middle finger all the way to the ear. Option to rotate that wrist. And return that hand to the knee. Slowly taking that head all the way back up to center. Just to finish off the next stretch, we're going to drop that chin back down to your chest and imagine your head is like a pendulum, only moved by your breath. So in the next inhale, we're going to roll our head over to the left ear to shoulder. Pause. Exhale, your chin comes back down to your chest. Inhale over to the right. Exhale to center. Inhale left. Exhale center. Inhale right. Exhale center. So you can see how it's a bit of a pendulum motion, just easing into those neck muscles. Stopping there in the middle, taking that gaze up. So we're going to open up our sides here. Let's swap over that leg that was at the front though. Bring your fingertips to the side, long straight arms, your spine is lengthened, shoulder blades back. Going to slide that left hand away, bring that right hand up to the ceiling, stretch up to the ceiling. Your gaze can go with it, or you can have your head down, whichever feels most comfortable. We don't want to create tension in that neck that we've just undone. Exhale, bring that right hand down, slide it away. Inhale, bring that left arm up, opening that left side of the rib cage. Exhale that left hand down, slide it away. This time as we bring the right hand up, as you exhale, take your gaze down to that left hand and curl over your right palm, bending in that left arm. Deeper stretch on that right side, really opening that right rib cage. Press that right sitting bone down. Inhale, coming back up. Slide that right palm away. Take that left arm up on the inhale. As you exhale, take the gaze to the right hand, bend in that right elbow, bring the left arm over by your ear, pressing that left tailbone down, breathing there. Inhale, coming all the way up. Last time, we're going to take the stretch a little bit more deeper into the back, slide that left hand away, right arm up. Exhale, curve over, but this time bring that right shoulder towards that left knee. So a slight twist in the torso. You're gazing down at your mat. Inhaling, open. Exhaling, bringing that right hand down. Slide it away. Inhale, that left arm comes up. Exhale, looking down at that right hand as you bend the elbow. Bring that left shoulder towards that right knee. Gazing down. As if someone's pulling that right wrist out of your body. Sorry, left wrist out of the body. Inhaling up and return both hands to the mat. Roll those shoulders. Lovely, lovely. So we're going to bring our legs forwards, give them a little bit of a shake. We're traveling down the body, waking it up. We're going to bring those soles of the feet together. If you notice you slouch and hunch here, bring your hands back behind you. I'll show you. Bring your hands back behind you so you can squeeze those shoulder blades together, lengthening that spine. Butterfly your knees here. It might just be a tiny movement. It might be a bigger movement. Just like I said at the beginning, don't force it. Just do what feels good for you there. Coming back to that breath, you might want to come into stillness and allow gravity to draw those legs down. 2 more breaths there. And then allow your spine to relax a little bit. Take your hands underneath your knees, close them together. Wrap your arms around your shins, allow that spine to curl, bow your head. Breathe. Then again, take your hands back behind you. Separate your feet wider than hip distance. So for me, that's mat distance. And on the exhale, we're going to bring those knees over to the left. Encourage your right shoulder back. It will want to follow your legs. So bring your shoulders back. Inhale the knees to center. Dropping them over to the right on the exhale. Again, make sure those shoulders don't follow. Inhale to center. Exhale to left. Inhale to center. It's quite a nice massage on your bottom as well. Exhale to right. Inhale to center. This time as we come over to the left, we're going to pause there, making sure our shoulders aren't following. If you want to deepen the stretch even more, bring that left ankle on top of the outside of the right knee. You should be feeling a deep, lovely stretch all the way down this IT band and into your glutes. Release. Slowly return the legs to center, over to the right, shoulders parallel with the mat. Option to stay there or hook that right ankle on top of the left thigh. Breathing. And release. Inhale the knees to center, give them a bit of a shake, lengthen your legs. So remember I talked about that sticky fascia. This posture is really hard for most of the public to do. You'll find that you want to slouch and hunch your back, and that's because it's all connected. So an option, you can bend your knees here and bring your hands to support. If you're a little bit more flexible, you might want to lengthen those legs, but bring those hands back behind you. But if you do that, try not to slouch. Pressing into those arms to lengthen, squeeze those shoulder blades together, bring your legs together. Inhale, bring those toes towards your face, trying to lift those heels off the mat. Exhale, point them away from you. Inhale, lifting them, contraction on the quads, exhale, lengthen. So if you're upright, you might want your hands either side of your hips, inhale. So we've got that really strong, straight spine. It's quite an intense stretch on the morning. Exhale, point them away. We'll do one more. Inhale, flex, and relax. Give those legs a little bit of a wobble. So return yourself. Lots and lots of wiggles here. You should feel a little bit more awake than when we started the session, and all that remains is for me to wish you a good day, and thank you for joining me in this morning session. Namaste.